Everyone, this video is about introduction to public key crypto system. So whatever we have studied up to now, whether that is block cipher, other ciphers like DES, AES, SPN, those are all you can say private key crypto system or symmetric key crypto system. Now this is called public key crypto system or asymmetric key crypto system. So now in this video we are just going to introduce or you can say about the public key crypto system, or you can say just what is the need, why we develop a public key crypto system. If we already have a private key crypto system, then what is the need of having a public key crypto system? So all we are going to discuss here. So before going into the introduction of public key crypto system, first we need to understand what are the disadvantage of private key crypto system or symmetric key crypto system. Private key or symmetric key crypto system. So first we will understand the disadvantages of private key or symmetric key crypto system, then we will move to just an introduction about the public key crypto system. So what we have in private key crypto system, we have a sender that we know it is Alice, then we have a receiver, or you can say we have a source, we have a destination, let's say it is known as Bob, and what we want, there is an insecure channel, there is a channel, and the channel is known as this is about private key what we have studied until now. So this is an insecure channel, and then we have an attacker also. So the goal is how securely we can communicate over an insecure channel. How securely we can communicate over an insecure channel. Here we have Alice has a key K, Bob is also having the same key K. Then this message, Alice encrypt the message M using the key K, and let's say it becomes the ciphertext, and it is like C is equal to EKM. And then Bob decrypt it using the same key, and it can also generate M. So D is F of EKM. So this is decryption. So the common key is used by sender and receiver both. Sender do C is equal to EKM, it encrypts the message M and generates the ciphertext, and it decrypt the message. Let's say there is a function, any function of key K, so you can write F of EKM. So it generates the plain text. So this is the just basic fundamentals of private key crypto system. So it can be this message, this key can be anything. This messages page can be like block cipher or any stream cipher. It will always be from 0 1 n, a function from 0 1 n to 0 1 n, and it will generate any value from 0 to 1 to the power n. So it can be anything. So now here the main problem is key exchange. How we can exchange a key? Key exchange is always a difficult problem because we cannot send it to the insecure channel. If we talk about internet, if we talk about telephone, all are insecure channel. So because key is the secret thing only, rest all is on insecure channel. So key should be, it is the secret thing, key should be shared secretly. So the problem is how we can exchange the key. It is always a difficult process, the one thing. So the solution, what is the solution? The solution for this is Diffie-Hellman key exchange, which is the origin of public key crypto system. So we'll check this also into detail. So this is the first disadvantage, and second disadvantage is, let's say there is a network where n people are communicating. So for example, there are 4 people. So now all of them will be needing a secret key, like all pair will need a secret key. It becomes a complete graph. Like for example, A, B, C and D are 4 persons. So there should be a secret key, let's say K1 between A to B. There should be a secret key between A to C. There should be a secret key between C to D. There should be a secret key between D to B. And then there should be a secret key between A to D, between B to C. So this is like, for example, always it is a complete graph. For example, let's say there are 5 persons and then this graph will look like this. So let's say it is A, B, C, D, E. Then for each connection we need a secret key. Like for example, between these two also we need a secret key. Between these two also we need a secret key. So the key will be NC2. We will be needing NC2 key, or we can say we will be needing n into n minus 1 divided by 2 keys. So this is again a problem. We should have so many keys. So these are the basic 2 disadvantage. First one is key exchange and second one is the number of keys. If we are working on a like network, then there will be more number of key. So now let's move to the Diffie-Hellman key exchange protocol. What Diffie-Hellman key exchange protocol says? Diffie-Hellman key exchange protocol. So for this Diffie-Hellman key exchange protocol, let's say given some things are given is a large prime P. It should be a large number, a large prime P, a generator of ZP star. So ZP star is a cyclic group. This we know, ZP star is equal to ZP minus 0 and it becomes a cyclic group. This ZP star is a cyclic group. We need a generator of this cyclic group, and then we need an element A which is going to A belongs to ZP star. So we need this. These 3 things are given to us. Now the question says what we have to find out. Find the unique integer. Find the unique integer A such that this A lies between 0 to P minus 2, such that, because this is 1 and P minus 1 also we need to go, so it will be P minus 2, such that this capital A is equal to G to the power P mod P. G to the power P mod P, where P is a prime and G is known as generator. This G is generator. So we need to find a unique integer A such that G to the power A. This G to the power A is mod P. Capital A is equal to G to the power A mod P. So now how we will start the setup of this algorithm? Let's say P be a prime. Let's say P be a prime. So, and we know that ZP star is equal to ZP minus 0, and this is going to be a cyclic group. This is a cyclic group. Let G is a generator of ZP star. G is generator of ZP star. Now we have sender, which is known as Alice. We have receiver, which is known as Bob. So both Alice and Bob has Alice has A and Bob has B. This A belongs to 0 to A P minus 1, and this B also belongs to 0 to B, this P minus 1. So this A is only with Alice, So you can say this A is secret to Alice. This A is secret to Alice. And this B is only with Bob. So we can say this B is secret to Bob. Now we have ZP star and generator G. So what we are going to do, we are going to communicate this prime P and G are like not secret. P and G are public. Okay, P and G are public. Now what Bob do? Now Bob will generate a B, capital B, which is equal to G to the power B mod P. P and G are public. Both Alice and B are known as P and G. So Bob can generate a B which is G to the power B mod P. So this Bob sends, this capital B Bob sends to Alice. This capital B is sent by Bob to Alice. Now what Alice has? Alice is having only A, so it can generate G to the power A. How? G dot G dot G up to A times. Alice can do this. And what Alice is having? Bob sends this B, G to the power B mod P. Now what Alice will compute? Alice will compute B to the power A. What is B to the power A mod P? Is G to the power AB mod P. G to the power AB mod P. And A is equal to capital A. Alice also generate capital A, which is G to the power A mod P. This is known as G to the power A mod P. This G to the power A mod P, and this is G to the power AB mod P. So this G to the power AB mod P is a common key. This G to the power AB mod P is a common key. Because if Alice send G to the power A mod B, Bob can easily generate. Bob is having its B. Bob can easily generate G to the power AB mod P, and this is known as A to the power B. This is known as A to the power B mod P, because Bob is having A and B. Alice is having B and small a. So Alice can also generate G to the power A mod P. So this is the common key. This is called Diffie-Hellman key exchange protocol. They shared a common key which is G to the power AB mod P, and they have their own keys. Small a and small b are like secret keys for Alice and Bob. They do not need to share. Rest all is public. You see P, G, B, everything is public. Capital A is also public. Only the thing is secret is, the only secrets are A and B. And A is with Alice only and B is with Bob only. Using this A and B, they can generate common key. So this is the key exchange problem is sorted by Diffie-Hellman key exchange idea, and it is given in 1976 by Diffie and Hellman. So here this is a starting point of public key crypto system where capital A and capital B are public. So this is a starting of public key or key crypto system. Here we have a problem that is called discrete log problem. However, we are going to discuss this problem later when we will discuss Algol crypto system in detail also. But let me give you a brief idea about discrete log problem. What is discrete log problem? Let's say given is ZP star, a generator G which is public, capital A is equal to GA mod P. Capital A is also public. Okay, now we need to find A. This is hard problem if P is large. That's why we always say that P should be a large prime, because otherwise G to the power A mod P, like we can exhaustive search we can do. But if P is large, exhaustive search is not easy. So to find A is hard problem if P is hard problem if P is large. P minus 1. Brute force method attack time will be size of the prime number. That is why we need to select a large prime, because that many time, like for example up to P times how many, what is the what is the value of P, up to that many times we need to perform the exhaustive search. So if P is large, then brute force like time complexity will depends upon the prime P. So that's why we say that we need to select a large prime. So it is hard to difficult the secret part of Alice and Bob. So this is called discrete log problem. We will discuss this problem in detail when we will study Algol crypto system. So this is how we start our public key crypto system. In next videos, in the upcoming videos, we are going to discuss about the different public key crypto systems. So this is just a basic idea that how public key crypto system came into existence. What was the disadvantage of private key cryptography? That's why we need to move towards public key crypto system. So there are basically two main disadvantage. First one is key exchange problem, how we can exchange keys securely. Second one is number of keys. So that's why we have moved towards the public key crypto system. So from next video we are going to discuss about RSA. Thank you.